Welcome in Karibuni to Aroma Zanzibar. Today I'm going to share with you how I make my chicken and eggplant curry. So I'm going to start with fresh ginger and garlic paste. I've got about 8 cloves of fresh garlic and some ginger that has been thinly sliced. And I like to add a little bit of salt. It helps to grind it quicker and also make it a little bit smoother. All right. And I divided this mixture into 2, so you should be able to get about 2 tablespoons of the paste. So over here, I'm going to start my marinade. I've got 1 whole chicken that's been cut into small pieces. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was less than 2 pounds. And I added 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, some salt to taste, and I squeezed in half a lime. You could use a lemon too. And you can have your chicken, you can have any part of the chicken that you want to. You can use leg and thigh, or you can use boneless. That should work as well. All right, so I also added about 2 tablespoons of olive oil just to get our chicken stay moist. And then I decided to add more lime. So I've used 1 lime altogether. And I almost forgot my fresh ginger and garlic paste. So that's about 1 tablespoon. You're going to mix it very well. And then cover it and let it sit for half an hour to an hour until the rest of the ingredients. So I'm using this large eggplant, also known as aubergine. And I just dipped it into hot water. And once it starts boiling, I like to flip it on other side after every 3 minutes so that it cooks equally on both sides. All right. And then after 15 minutes, I just remove it and I put it in ice cold water. Since I had the boiling water, I decided to blanch my tomatoes as well for about 40 seconds. And then after 40 seconds, we put them in ice cold water to prevent them from cooking further. All right, so since this has been in cold water, it's already cooled and you can remove the skin if you want to, just like that. You can just peel it like that, but I am going to keep mine. And it's not completely cooked, but if you want to completely cook, you can cook it further, maybe 20 minutes or so. And also you can grill this on a burner or on a charcoal or in the oven. I like to grill it on a charcoal sometimes, especially when I'm using it with beef. All right, so then we're gonna put this in a food processor or blender and make a nice fine paste just like this. And I also did for the tomatoes. First we remove the skin, or you can mash them. You don't need to put them in the food. To use a wide pan for this, and I meant to use only about 1/4 cup of oil, so please do so because I added a little bit too much. And on medium heat, then I fry my chicken for about 3-4 minutes. You really don't want to, it's not necessary to cook it through, but if you want, you can do so. So after about 4 minutes, I just flipped my chicken on the other side. I was just looking for the color and that fried texture and flavor. All right. Then after 4 minutes on the other side, I'm just going to remove the chicken pieces and also reduce the heat. And then I reduced some of the fat because it was a little bit too much. I also removed the burnt garlic and ginger. And I added my onions. I used 1 medium-sized onion. You can use red, white, or yellow. And saute for about 3-4 minutes until you get something like this. And I added about 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. It's not necessary to use tomato paste if you don't want to, but I like to use tomato paste for this. And you just want to break it down for a couple of minutes and then let it cook. Then after that, we add the crushed tomatoes. Now you can use either one if you don't want to use both of them. It's fine. Then we're going to cook this for about 5 to 6 minutes until the tomatoes are completely cooked. Just like that, you can see them separating from the fat. Then I add my spices, which is half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon cumin powder, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. The same spices that I have used to marinate the chicken. Okay, then you're going to saute this for about 3 to 4 minutes and then add the fresh ginger and garlic paste. Okay, you want your spices to be completely cooked before you add the paste. Okay, then we're going to saute this, and now I add the eggplant paste. Now, if you need, you may, if you want, you may need to add a little bit of oil because the eggplant absorbs a lot of oil and you might not be able to see it, but let it simmer and cook for about 5 to 6 minutes until the eggplant is completely cooked. And then I like to add the chicken and some water, maybe 1.5 cups. Or it depends on the thickness that you're looking for. Okay, then we're going to simmer this for about 5 minutes or so, and then add more salt if you need to. Squeeze some lemon or lime if you need to. I also added 1 habanero, as you can see, the red one there. And then now we're just gonna mix it well and cover it and let it simmer for about 10 minutes or until your chicken is well cooked. So it looks like things are moving well. And then I just put some cilantro or coriander and mix it and let it simmer maybe for a minute or so. And our eggplant curry is ready. You can serve this with anything that you want. I served mine with jasmine rice that I steamed. And it looks so beautiful and it tasted amazing. So thank you so much. For more recipes, please visit me at Aroma of Zanzibar. You'll find the measurements and the ingredients in this page and also in the description box below.